Today we are here in Manhattan launching the curtain raiser for Happy Life Yoga, which is a concept spearheaded by well-known film producer and actor Mr. Tirlok Malik. Indian American Forum and Indian Panorama are co-sponsoring the event today. Today is a curtain raiser. We are going to be creating workshops to explain to the people about the importance of including our ancient traditions about yoga and Ayurvedic living. And we will be introducing a lot of workshops in the coming months, including doing workshops in India. So we look forward for a great event, and we want to congratulate Mr. Malik on his idea, and we look forward for a great curtain raiser.
Mr. Tirlok Malik, who has had a very long experience with Ayurveda as Ayurveda speaker and as a restaurateur running an Ayurveda restaurant here in Midtown Manhattan. Mr. Malik is probably the best suited person to have thought of this concept, how yoga can make people live happily. He has combined Indian philosophy, Ayurveda and yoga into a bouquet to offer to people who really are seeking happiness. And who doesn't want happiness? Everybody wants happiness. So here today we are. This wonderful educational platform will soon be inaugurated by the Deputy Consul General, Mr. Shatrughan Sinha. So let us wait for the proceedings to start, and let me wish the viewers of this channel very happy time with the program.
Today we are having yoga and Ayurveda's awareness program. The yoga is very important for the health of the body and mental tranquility, and Ayurveda teaches you the kinds of food which are good for your health. So in today's time, when mental stress is the cause of so many illnesses, yoga is the answer to it, and Ayurveda is the best to tell you what food you can take and keep your body healthy. Thank you.
Just a simple introduction, what Om and why we chant Om. Om is the universal sound. When repeated mentally with awareness, the thoughts take on the form of that sound. It becomes sound itself. So those all the vibrations, what we have to take from this universe. So with those emotions, your each and every cell should be connected when you want anything from this universal self. So instead of confining yourself to this limited body and mind, try to connect yourself to the universal self. So when you wake up in the morning, just a little chant of Om. Om is not a religion, it's the universal sound, which were specifically designed to affect the mind and its functioning. It's very easy to put quotes on Facebook and saying good things, but how one can bring changes in themselves, not but just by saying, but practicing. So yoga is the path where you could, the changes, the potentiality where you really want to reach, the happiness which everybody is looking for, and the secrets and all the powers which are within ourselves only, but we are seeking from outside.
Hello everyone, today we have gathered here in New York for the launch of Happy Life Yoga. Happy Life Yoga is an initiative by Mr. Tirlok Malik and his team. This initiative is not only about yoga but about leading a holistic way of life. It includes Ayurveda as well as Indian philosophy. I'm very happy about this initiative, especially because it has taken place just after the 5th International Day of Yoga. I wish Mr. Malik and his team a very best in his future endeavors. Thank you.
And he just looked at me. Just as I thought he was an idiot, he thought I was an idiot. I said, okay, go ahead. Then my big sister here, Hindu, as who everybody on Long Island at least knows as having mothered a few organizations. I don't say father. She can't do it. So she also joined Mr. Tirlok Malik in quest of an educational platform which can bring you all happiness. I'm not going to talk about it because this is his territory, Mr. Malik's territory, to tell you how he thinks he can make everybody happy through what Sadhguru Jatti Vasudev says, inner engineering.
I'm very honored that our Group Indian American Forum is going to be a partnership and along with Mr. Professor Saluja from Indian Panorama. We'll be sponsoring these events. We look forward for more workshops, and I'm very proud that we have a distinguished panel today who will be introduced later, and you'll be very happy that they'll be sharing their experiences about how to be happy and to include the yoga in daily lifestyle. So on that note, thank you so much and enjoy, and congratulations Tirlokji for starting this event. Thank you so much.
Happy Life Yoga. I am one of you. Just like one of you who wants everything. I want money, I want big home, I want girlfriends, I want boyfriends, I want everything. Why not? I'm selfish, just like one of you. I'm greedy, maybe just one of like you. It all depends. What do we want? And my friend said here, I'm going to show them Happy Life Yoga. I don't know about that, but this guy Tirlok Malik says by the end of the event, he will give you a mantra. Mantra which comes from Ayurveda, Indian philosophy and yoga, which will help you in all conditions. I could be also one of you sitting right here who's thinking that next week I'm going to go kick my boss and tell him better respect me. I could be one of you, a lady sitting here who just had a heart broken, who wants her boyfriend to have a committed relationship, but he doesn't want it. Could be so many things, but let's see how are we going to explore this. But this is a collective effort. It was just an idea from my own experience of life, which I will share with you a little later. But I need the help of universe. So I ask all of you to join in a prayer in whichever way you want. So we have all the support of the universe so we could have a happier life. Because life is not always good. We all know that. So let's start a prayer. Please join me in a prayer. Close your eyes and just enjoy the prayer. Susan. Hello, everybody. I do believe that we alone can't do anything. We always need the support of universe because we live in this universe. Professor Saluja Induji, thank you very much for that very nice introduction. It feeds my ego. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no problem saying that I have an ego, and it's okay to have it. Right, Dr. Gobi sir? Okay. I know lots of my friends are here. They have an ego. Anyway, as Professor Saluja Induji mentioned that this is a launch event. So what does mean is we are going to be sharing just the teaser, just the trailer with you today here. Happy Life Yoga is the educational platform, and these are the tools, combined tools of Ayurveda, Indian philosophy and yoga. India has been always a teacher, a spiritual teacher to the world. Yoga and Ayurveda has been promoted, but as I said, I wanted to also include what's the beauty of Indian philosophy, which I will discuss later on with you. And from next month on, we will be offering free classes at the Ayurveda Cafe for people to just come and taste it. And as Induji said, we'll be doing many collaborations and sharing this message with a lot of my non-Indian friends who are here. So thank you for coming, all of you here. And Ayurveda. As many of you know that me and my team, we have been promoting Ayurveda for the last 20 years through our restaurant Ayurveda Cafe and Center. People who are interested in this, they will seek more education or they will ask us, we will tell them. So we keep our body healthy by eating right, Ayurveda, etc. and yoga. But do you think really that keeps people healthy? I know so many friends I meet, they do yoga, they eat right, they eat healthy food, but they're not healthy all the time. They are into so much stress, not knowing what to do. It's like everybody is running somewhere, going where? What? This. I'm going to talk about Indian philosophy. A lot of my Indian friends here, they know it all, by the way, due respect to my Indian friends. But for my Western friends who are here, I will share with you. And also in today's, rest of the workshop, I will talk about things which you will agree, and I will also say things which will blow your mind. And as Professor Saluja said, maybe Tirlok was crazy, maybe you will think that way. But no, I promise you, you will have that mantra before you leave today from here. Now, what's the Indian philosophy? Indian philosophy says a human being have 4 aims to live. 4 aims of human life to live according to the Indian philosophy. In Sanskrit or Hindi, they are called Artha, Kama, Dharma, and Moksha. Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. What is Artha? Artha is all your resources. Whatever resource one has, home, car, money, job, whatever makes you to live your life, that is called Artha. So that is your Artha. Kama. Kama is all your desires. All your desires are the Kama. Maybe your desire for money, or bigger job, for fame, or power, whatever you want. These are all your desires. They all are Kamas. And then there is Dharma. Dharma is to do the right thing. You know, the Indian philosophy says you can have it all. Indian philosophy says you can have it all. What does it mean? India says you want money. India says you want money, you got a goddess of wealth. Pray to goddess of wealth and have billions, whatever you want, you can ask for that. The god of Ayurveda, Dhanvantri. If you want talent, pray to goddess Saraswati. You want desires, pray to God Kamadeva. So Indian philosophy says, you are allowed to have everything. Everything you want, you can have it. But if you want to be happy, you need to have a balance between your kama and artha by doing the right thing. You got a desire, you got your resources. Do the right thing, that's how the balance will happen. You know, according to the Indian philosophy, you can have everything. As I said, you can be rich, you can be famous, you can have a lot of money, big home, whatever you want, it's allowed. And Indian philosophy is great for this. That's why all the time they are dancing, festivals, everything. Everything is there. Don't you like that philosophy which says you can have everything? Do you like that philosophy?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Do you guys want everything? Yes. You want money, fame, power, happiness, everything. Now how do we create balance? How do we use this balance in everyday life? Remember earlier I said, I want to go and kick my boss because he doesn't treat me right, son of it. What should I do? So let's analyze. Because I want to go and punch my boss and say, you better respect me. What do I do? Okay, let's analyze on this with the formula I just shared with you. The balance of artha, dharma and kama. Okay, here's my desire. I want to go and slap my boss. That's my desire. Let me look at my artha. And my artha, I need the job. I don't have the money. I do need that job very badly. So what is the right thing to do? Would you say, should I go and kick my boss? No? Yes. Sir, should I kick my boss? Yeah. Of course not. No, of course not. I agree with everyone. We should not kick our boss because we need to have the balance. My desire to kick the boss, I need the job, and what's the right dharma? I have dharma towards myself, to protect myself, to take care of me. So my dharma tells me to do the thing in balance. That means I must find a way I can convey to my boss without kicking. Hey, better be nice to me. Remember we said earlier, the balance? If you follow this way, do you think you'll be happy? Yes? That's a better balance, right? This is how you use that any time in your business. You have a problem in the business, do that way. Earlier I said, let's say, I met a girl. She says, I'm so heartbroken. Oh my God, I can't live. I think I'm going to die. I want to be with that guy. I want to marry him. What should I do? Let's analyze this. And I am sure many of us has experienced that before. I wouldn't say raise your hands, but I would say a lot of them have done that when they felt, oh my God, my heart break and I'm going to die. Has anybody has never felt that? All right, friends, let's analyze this thing. So what's my desire? To be with this guy. I want to be with him. And what's my artha? He is not available. So what's my dharma? I got two choices. If I want to take care of myself, I should let that go. Or second choice I have, be miserable, kick myself and be And the other day, how could he do that? Maybe I can change his mind. So if you were in a healthy mind, what would you recommend? What this person should do? What's the right dharma? Move on, right?
Do your mantras.
Do you like this? Do you like this way, the way I'm analyzing it?
Yes.
Yes? Does anybody have a problem? Tell me so we can analyze that way. Anybody has a problem? Job, relationship, money, anything. You have a problem? No. Hey, bhai, kahan ja rahe ho? Abhi 10 minutes out hai. Please. We have some special guests coming up here now. Does anybody is here who does not understand this mantra? Kama, Artha, and right dharma. Is anybody there who does not understand this? Does this apply to all cultures? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Does it apply to everything what we do in our life? Yes. So, would you say you got the mantra today from now on to analyze anything in life like this way?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes?
Thank you.
I want to hear from my friends here. Yes?
What's the mantra?
If you want to
Mantra is analyze your desire, your resources, and what's the right dharma to do for yourself and for the society you live in, for the place you live in, for the country you live in.
Very well said, very well said.
It's a very simple formula. Very simple formula. Desires. What's available to you? And what's the right thing to do for your own health? As I said earlier, you know, like that girl, she could drive herself crazy. That would be unhappiness. If she says, yes, okay, I'll let go. That's a better dharma. Right? Everybody agree with that? After this, we're going to talk about Kama. Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha. Moksha is living a liberation of two kinds. If you follow the balance in your life, you will always feel light conscious. If you live in the light consciousness, that is almost like a moksha. And the second moksha is, after you die, you feel you got the salvation. I will talk about Kama. Kama is the most dangerous one, because that's the double-edged sword. Why do you think most people are unhappy today? Why? Because of unfulfilled desires. Does anybody disagree with me here with that?
yes.
You disagree or agree? You agree. You all agree that because we have unfulfilled desires, so we feel unhappy. And desires have no end. I'm not talking about the needs. Somebody who does not have a food, shelter, and clothing, I can't give this mantra to that person and say, be happy. No. This mantra is for people who are sitting here, people who have all the basics, but they want more. More is allowed, as much as you want. But at the same time, if you want dharma, at the same time you want a happiness and health, you gotta do the right dharma. Otherwise, be miserable, nobody gonna care. Does anybody care for anybody? No. It's only friends do. So Kama is the double-edged sword, and you must know what Kama is. How to do that? As I said again earlier, you can have it all. That's what the Indian philosophy said. India was always a teacher to the world. I just thought of something. Tomorrow, America is celebrating LGBT days, special days. India approved that 1,000 years ago when they wrote Kama Sutra. Everything was allowed there. Do you need any more proof for that India has been a spiritual teacher? Sir, Mr. Sinha, you agree with me? India has been a spiritual teacher. Khajuraho. Yes. 2 years ago, I happened to meet the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. And I went there. There's a place called Khajuraho. Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh. There are temples of Kama Sutra, there are temples of love are there. But there are only 6 temples. Out of 22 temples, it shows Kama is only the part, small part. is not the whole life. Whereas today, what has become today, all of us are more consumed by our karma. You agree with me, guys, or what? We are more consumed by our desires today. Yes or no?
Yes.
Karma is not just desires, it's sensual pleasure.
All desires.
Sensual
All desires. Not only sensual. Karma is all desires. So we must have that. So we're talking about Khajuraho now. Khajuraho is the only place in the world where sensuality and spirituality is there, and that's the only place where Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha are at one place, displayed in the temples, which were built 1,000 years ago. Now, can you imagine sitting on the temples of Kama Sutra or temples of love and feeling that kind of energy? 1,000 years ago, it was allowed. The king built those temples and say, hey, it is allowed. You can practice it. Things got changed later on. By the way, this year we will be taking Induji knows, we are having an annual celebration in November in Khajuraho for 1 week. We are going to be there for 1 week. And so people who want to join us that journey, join us. Medicine, yoga, and the Indian philosophy. I would like to share some tools, how we can begin to practice the happy life yoga and make it part of our life today. I'd like to discuss past, present, and future. Most people know about this, but they really don't realize that how deeply past, present is connected. Many of us, not realizing, unconsciously, we live in the present with the fear of the future and the regret of the past. And what happens in that moment? Present is going. So friends, be careful. Second thing is knowing, understanding, and implementing. You know, we live in the world today, oh yes, we know it all. Sir, I know everything. What can you gonna teach me? You can't teach me anything. I know everything. I know it's good to be healthy. I'm sure everybody knows it's good to be healthy. But how many people really do that? How many people really take care of that? Yes, everyone knows health is good. Am I right?
Right.
Is many of you are consciously practicing that?
Yes. Yes. No.
Yes, no?
Yes.
So you do. There are some no's also.
I am.
You are.
Yes and no.
I see that. That's good. God bless you.
I look like at 81.
Good. No, you are one of the lucky one. So my question was, once you know something, understand, and then implement if that is good for your health and happiness. There's something called change versus acceptance. There are things we can change and things we cannot change. Things we cannot change, we must accept. Because things happen in life. Other day, I was talking to a friend, and this friend has a 90-year-old mother, sick. A friend is very disturbed. I said, look, this is life, this happened, she's old, celebrate her life. She said, yeah, but you don't understand that. I said, I do understand what a painful thing is when your parents are in the hospital. But try to understand, you are not God. Her life is controlled by God. Something you cannot change. Am I right?
Yes.
If you cannot change, what is the right dharma? What is the right thing to do? Accept it. Let it go. Right? Sometimes we make choices. We are half asleep and we make choices. And then we realize what happened. There's a theory of cause and effect. So what I like to suggest, one of the tools is, whenever you're making a choice about anything in life, be aware of it. Be clear about it. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Yes? So later on you can say, oh my God, how come I didn't think about this? So be aware. That will help you a lot. Then, madam, who's responsible for you? Me? He? You?
Myself.
Myself.
Yourself.
Yes, I am.
And who's going to get the benefit?
On myself.
You have. So why don't you be selfish? Be selfish. So what I'm trying to say is, you got to take care of you, by you, for you. If you take care of your health, you are helping your loved ones. Okay? So the message I want to share with you is, you must remember, you have to take care of you, by you, and for you. You know, once we learn all these things, it's good to make a plan. Make a plan, then take the support of the people who will support you, and start the journey. You know, all these tools, I also wanted to share something, because, you know, work, finances, then it comes the relationships. How sometimes we not knowingly unbalance our loved one relationships. We say things, we don't even realize it. If it's my friend, he's expecting appreciation. So we make them unbalanced. Be careful. Pay attention to your loved ones for their health and mental health. You know, sometimes people could be living together, they could be meeting, but they have no idea what's going on in the other person's mind. Relationships, loved ones, be careful you don't make them unbalanced. I'll give you an idea, for example. There were 3 friends sitting in the restaurant. One of the guys says, he says, I just retired and I have written a book. How was my experience working in the supermarket? And I wrote a book. I'm going to self-publish. Cost $500. Second friend said, who's going to read the book? It's a waste of money. Who's going to buy your book? It's a waste of money. I don't think it's a good idea. And the third friend, he says, it must have taken you a lot of time to write your experiences. I'm glad you did. That's wonderful. Let me ask you, if you publish this book and you lose 500, are you okay with that? He said, yes, I'm okay with that. Which friend you would like more? Which friend would you like more, sir? Huh?
Third one.
Third one. Third one. How about you?
Third one.
Third one.
Yes.
Anybody wants the second friend?
No.
How about you? Do you want the second friend?
Third one.
Third one.
That second one keep to yourself.
No, but I also like to share something with you with the second friend. Remember I said earlier, sometimes we don't realize it. Second friend did not mean anything to hurt the friend. All he meant was that his idea was protected. He mentioned that. So I come back to that. Please be careful so you don't destroy your relationships. We learned how to be healthy, yoga, and all these things, and the few tips I shared with you. Now it's a new beginning. New beginning to make the Happy Life Yoga part of your life. 10 more tips, that's all. There are a few exercises I like to suggest. Today we will just kind of display very little, okay? I want all my friends here to join me in this, just watch me. And you all can practice with me. If somebody feels shy, they don't have to, but I would like people to participate just so they have an experience. So the first one is, put your one hand on your belly button. Close your eyes. Breathe. Let the thoughts come and go. Let the thoughts come and go. Don't fight with them. Don't stop them. Just experience it. Now you take your other hand, put on top of your head. Put your other hand on the top of your head. Massage your brain. You know, so many thousands of nerves are there. Do that. While your eyes are closed, touch your face with the fingers. Feel the gentleness of your face, your neck, your lips. It's good to ask yourself self-audit, because the self-audit will let you know how to do your karma right. Because many times we tell ourselves, oh, it's okay, I can steal from my boss, the son of a bitch. I work for him, I can steal from him. Now, ask yourself. When you do wrong things, ask yourself. Because if you ask yourself, you self-audit, your karma will be better. You will have a safeguard for your karma. Next one is I call this held up tears. There are times we all have sadness inside. What I recommend is time to time, be with yourself. Close your eyes and talk about you. Think the past. There have been people who hurted you very deeply. People who caused you pain. And you sometimes question, is this your karma to fix their karma? No. If somebody does wrong to me, I can't tell them how to fix it. I have to fix it myself. So I would say, let those tears go. It's a hard one, but try it. You will like it. Today is Saturday. Great. I also recommend weekly emotional detoxification. Weekly emotional detoxification. What that means is, every week, whenever you have a time by yourself, whatever happened, negativity happened, let go. Clean up the slate. Clean up the table. Clean up the shelf. Because I'm sure many of you can relate to it, that how many times we stay stuck. How the hell he could do this? How she could say this to me? And we remain. You agree with me or what? Sure. Yes? Yeah. Read up. I also like to recommend you laugh at life. We plan things. Sometimes they don't come out the way we want. This one I like you to join me. We're going to laugh at life, not at my life, your own life. My life is 90% beautiful. 10% I'm still working on. So are you guys ready to laugh at life with me? Because it'll make you feel that, okay, it's all part of the bigger game. All right, 30 seconds you're going to laugh. Life! Oh, my life! Oh, my life!
Well done.
I'm glad you guys are laughing at life. And you should. There's one more thing which I'm going to save it for the last, okay? A lot of my friends are wondering when I start doing this Happy Life Yoga. They say, you are a filmmaker and you are a restaurateur. What are you doing with this Happy Life Yoga? I like to share some story. I feel very blessed because most of the life I had it all, but I worked for it. Nothing was given to me. And about 6 years ago, I was at a crossroad in my life. I felt so claustrophobic in my own skin, in my own body. And I start questioning myself, why? What's wrong? Why are you feeling this way? I had everything. Job, comfortable living, nice place. And I realized I was not lonely in America. I was lonely inside. I wanted to find a way that I could be more connected with myself in today's time, where I could be a little more happier. During that time, I remembered my father, who's right now in his home, heaven. I remember the childhood reflections of him mentioning it. And I also realized, I'm sure most of you parents know that, our parents have less than us. But they were happier. So I said, my father, he knew something. So I always talk about it. So that was the beginning of my journey, to go inside. And I cried. I did all those exercises. I forgave so many people I have helped. Put them into businesses. So many things I did. And I was so hurt 6 years ago. And I said, how can they do this? And I realized by going inside, I don't have to change the outside. I got to change myself inside. Let me take the tools of Ayurveda into my life so I could be happier. Happy life yoga won't make you rich, won't get you a job. That's not what it is about. It's about giving you an understanding. It's about perception, which you could start use to make yourself happier. And it's not easy. My friends, this is my neighborhood. That's why I thank you for coming from Long Island, New Jersey, so many places. This is called Upper West Side. And this is my home. I have lived throughout here. All my journey has been here. Right from the day one when I used to walk 50 blocks to stay this away token. And today I don't have to do that. So this is the Upper West Side. Upper West Side is a great neighborhood. People live here, not so famous, and some very famous. Very, very famous. And I'm very grateful to the Upper West Side. I had a great journey, opening many restaurants, making films, things like this. I have my brother somewhere there, Chandra Malik. Where's Chandra? Can I have you on the stage for a minute, Chandra?
That's okay.
No, we want to see your face.
They want to see you, my friend.
Please.
My brother is shy a little bit.
How about you want to see you?
Anyway, and I thank my team already here before, Guruji and... So Upper West Side, as I said, I remember sitting on the Broadway on the bench, watching the cars go by. It was so beautiful. So I want to thank you, the Upper West Side, my neighborhood, and I'm going to be trying to impress you something now about my being Upper West Sider. I told you before, I also have ego, so I'm not ego-free. In November 1, 2014, Manhattan Borough President Gail Brewer gave a citation to me and my brother, declaring November 1, 2014 as our appreciation day. To me, that's the most important award. I have gotten many awards. The reason it's most, even after I'm gone from the West Side, my name will be there, sir. Even 20 years later, yeah, there was a guy, Tirlok, Malik, Malik, they lived here and everything else. So thank you to Upper West Side. I'm going to pick up the last part a little later. And we are going to do a little ceremony here. It's the launch event. So please give your blessings and join us. And in the end, we're going to do something more. And in the end, we have some Ayurvedic food for you guys. Something very nice. You know, if I was to describe a food, I have something for your lips which is sensuous, smooth, silky, satisfying. That's mango lassi.
You're going to kiss each of us?
That's mango lassi. You see, this is not the point. You can make a food sound very sexy, right? It'll be sensuous on my lips, delicious, smooth. Mango lassi. Ayurvedic mango lassi. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present, we are very blessed to have Gail Brewer, Manhattan Borough President among us. And we also have Deputy Counsel General, Mr. Shatrughan Sinha. and we are going to do a ceremony of lighting.
Very good Saturday afternoon to you all. Yoga means yog. Yog in Sanskrit means union. This initiative is very well named. It's called Happy Life Yoga. I think the idea is to unify happiness and life. Happy and bring happiness in life. Nothing better than that. Now I myself keep telling my friends, my family that the pursuit of in life should be to seek happiness. I keep repeating this to my wife as well, and I also tell her that money can't buy happiness. So she tells me that it's always more comfortable to stay sad in a Lamborghini than a bus. So I still have to find an answer to that.
Just make some more money, that's all.
You are her
The balance is to make more money. Other life after this one.
Balance the life.
A lot of many of married folks are here, and hope this initiative will help people to lead a happy life with less stress. This is Happy Life Yoga is a special organization because it not only focuses on yoga but focuses on leading a holistic life and uses traditional Indian knowledge, not only of Ayurveda but also of Indian philosophy. I wish Mr. Tirlok Malik and his team very best in all their future endeavors, and I assure you that Consulate General of India, we will be there with you in all your efforts. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, because you already did something positive. You're going to laugh at this one. Because, for those of you who know me, I go from event to event to event to event. So all day today I have done 10 events and they're all outside and it's beautiful. But while we're sitting here, the next 2 got canceled because of the rain. I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. So I just want to say thank you for the good news that I don't have to go to 2 more events. Only later on, about 10 o'clock tonight, there are more. But in the next couple of hours, I have 2 hours off, thanks to you and all your good karma. But I'm really here to just say, even just listening to you for a few minutes is very special and very important. And we all have very complicated, crazy lives, and the world is very crazy and complicated and unfortunate, even though personally we may be doing the best we can and in good shape. The rest of the politics and the policies are very unfortunate, at least in my opinion. So to be here today with you is very comforting and gives us all something to think about. And I think that's sometimes the best gift you could have, is to think about what you've heard, how you can analyze it for yourself. Yes, how to make your family and you better, but also it helps, if you're in good shape, then you can help the world be a better place. And I do want to thank the Consul General and the Indian American community in general, because to be honest with you, you do help to make our city and our country and the world a better place. But certainly these wise, he's always jokey sometimes and then he's serious at other times. He's very special. But I'm here to say thank you for making our afternoon something that we won't forget. Congratulations.
सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Program on the Happy Life Yoga went very well. People were excited, and I'd like to thank Tirlok Malik for bringing the forelight, and after what the Prime Minister did in India for the Yoga Day. It's a good beginning in the United States of America. And I hope people continue yoga and make sure they also follow the conventional medicine and take care of their health. Preventive aspect of medicine is a very important aspect combined with yoga and spirituality. Thank you.
I practice Ayurveda and modern medicine here in New York, and I'm happy to see that Happy Life Yoga has inaugurated today as part of the International Day of Yoga festivities. And I hope that more and more people will come to understand how Indian philosophy and Ayurveda and yoga as part of it can impact your lives in a positive way and make you the best person you can be. Thank you and good wishes.
So I'm here with Happy Life Yoga with Mr. Malik, whom I have known for a long time as a restaurateur, and he has been very good to me and to the Upper West Side and to the community. But to hear him today talk specifically about life and what its meaning is and how we can live our lives, and not just through yoga, but basically how you need to think about your future in a positive way and what you can do to make it better. In a way that is humble, as he suggests, and not egotistical. But his presentation was very special, and as somebody runs around and tries to do policy on housing and health and schools and parks and the environment, it was very meaningful. And I appreciate being here today because I know him as a filmmaker and of course as a restaurateur, but I have never heard him speak about this very special topic, and he does it extremely well. It was very personal, but at the same time it was relationship to all of us in the audience. So it's really an honor to be here today.
Today we launched the Happy Life Yoga, an educational platform to share with people the tools of Ayurveda, yoga and Indian philosophy for people to live a happier life, and found a balance in the modern life challenges dealing with your work, relationship, finances, anything. So it was a good launch event. Thank you in Manhattan. Everybody else was here. Thank you.